Welcome to week 6 of BAD-2700, Human Resource Management. It's hard to believe that we're already in the last 2 weeks of this short semester. Now, this week we're going to cover chapters 14 and 15. In chapter 14, we're going to cover safety, health, and risk management. So you may be wondering, what in the world does human resource manager have to do with safety in the workplace? The answer is everything. As an HRM, your involvement is with the total employee, all the way from recruiting, onboarding, performance, monitoring, and removal, either through retirement, quitting, or termination. A critical part of this is in the organization is that we must protect our employees. So why is this important? As you'll see in your text and readings that you may have outside of the text, workplace injuries and deaths cost industry $161 billion in 2017. Now, this week, we'll look at the role of OSHA and various laws designed to protect our workforce. Now, in chapter 16, we're going to address the topic of global human resources. So, why do we care about global human resources? Why? All you have to do is just look around. Take a look whenever you go out. Look at the people in the shops, restaurants, hotels, car dealerships, banks, or anywhere business is conducted. We live in a multicultural environment, but that's an indication that the global market is now local. From a human resources perspective, if the customer base is global and the employee base is global, then it stands to reason that we must take this into consideration from an HRM perspective. Now, some of the things that we have to consider: how do we account for language barriers among our employees, especially among management and staff? How do we choose the right management to oversee projects in a global workplace? How do we account for cultural differences? How do we formulate an effective training program that's understood by all? How do we formulate an appropriate compensation plan that takes into consideration the needs of our global employees? And how do we account for the various laws and regulations across the globe? These are just a few of the things we must consider, but they give you an indication of just how complicated the HRM world is in a global environment. Now, your activities for this week: read the chapters 14 and 15 and review the PowerPoint slides. The chapter 14 and 15 study plans and quizzes. The M6A1 chapter 15 HR sustainability assignment, and the M6D1 chapter 15 corporate social responsibility discussion. As I say every single week, have your initial post in by Wednesday night at midnight, and be sure to use references in your writing. I hope each of you has a great week, and I look forward to seeing your work in this class. Thank you.